Hi to all the wonderful sewers out there. Welcome to part 2 of the Janome DC2030, how to do a buttonhole. So today it's already threaded and everything is set for you, preset for you. As mentioned in the earlier video, I have told how beautiful this machine is and give you a small description about each and every components that is there. All the buttons that are there on the machine. It is very simple. It only weighs 5 kilo, and if you still have any inquiries, you're most welcome to call us at 1300-137-041. So let's do a buttonhole. So all you have to do a buttonhole is attach that foot, as on part 1 I showed you how to attach the buttonhole foot. We just have to press this 2 button to go to the buttonhole number, which is number 17. So what we do is we press the button, upward button or even downward button, whichever is easier for you, and then go to 17. That's it. And then we start sewing. And as I've mentioned in my first part video, I wanted to do a buttonhole till the third last line, and I'll show you how you can measure it while it's sewing. I'll do it with the very slowest speed so that I can show each and every step as possible. So let's start. As you can see, it's just doing a zigzag and doing a reverse stitch. And see, if you can see, that line needs to be aligned with the third last line that I wanted my buttonhole stitch to be, because I measured my button to be that size. So when it comes to that line, just press the reverse button. That's all. See how when I press the reverse button, it just came up and doing a straight stitch. And when it reached the first starting point of the buttonhole, press the reverse stitch again. And then let it go. That's it. You don't have to do anything else. Now the same rule applies again. You make sure that that red mark comes into alignment with the size that I want on the left hand side of the buttonhole. And when it does, you press the reverse again so that it does the end stitch. And whenever you're happy, that's it. It will stop automatically. That's the memory buttonhole. In your mechanical buttonhole, you had to stop it manually, but computerized, it knows that it has done 4-step. It memorizes that 4-step and it stops then and there when it's done. So I will bring the fabric out to show it to you how it looks like. Cut the thread on the side, and that's how your buttonhole looks like. Isn't that beautiful? It is very simple. It is very straightforward. All you have to do is you just have to measure how much you want your buttonhole to be, or how long you want your buttonhole to be, and just align with the red mark in the middle with the red mark on the side of the buttonhole. That's all you have to do. Now I'm using the same fabric before I end my video, I will show you another options that you need to know about computerized sewing machines. I'm just reattaching my normal general foot, which is called the A foot. You might be wondering and asking whether we could increase the length of the stitch or increase the width of the stitch. Definitely you can. The computerized machines have their own default settings. So even if you change the settings or change the width and the length of any stitches, as soon as you turn off the machine, it will go back to the original length and width of each stitch. On the other hand, on a mechanical machine, it is not possible. So what you have to do is just press the mode that is over here. And if you see what happens when I press mode, you will see the green light from the hashtag going down to the zigzag, which means the width of the stitch. You can alter the width of the stitch by using those two arrows. You can do up, down, whichever you want. And then, again, if you hit the mode, it is the length of the stitch. You can use any buttons, any up and down to change. If you're hearing the beeping sound, that means that it cannot be altered. That's the original width, that's the original length. You can't alter the length and the width of that particular stitch. But if you go to straight stitch,
no, we're in Melbourne. It's no problem. We ship them up to you. It's easy. And
I'll go to straight stitch and I will do a longer stitch. So now this is a little lesson. On a straight stitch, you cannot alter the width because it's just straight. What you can alter with the width is that you can change your needle position. I will focus my camera on the needle. Just watch when I change the width of the stitch, what happens with the needle. If I go up, the needle goes to the right.
We can do it online.
And then if I go down, the needle moves to the left.
So you can take any problem, you just take it to them.
So that's the width function for only straight stitch.
Well, they're going to last a long while. So
and the middle is 2.5. Now, if I want to change the length, I can go up to 4. 4 is the highest length that you could sew. So I will do the longest stitch and I will do the original to show you the difference.
Well,
all I have to do is press start.
There's lots of other machines, of course, and you know, the Skyline.
And then I'll press stop.
The next one, but that's,
and I will show you what is the tightest stitch that I could do.
Good machine. They're all good though, mind you. I can sew on any of them. So.
And now I'm going to show you what this particular button does. When I press that, as you can see, the needle is going up and down 5 times and then stopped itself. I'm going to pull that out now and show it to you what each stitch looks like. That is my longest stitch with the longest length, and that is my shortest stitch with the shortest length.
Yeah, they should be.
And then, if you can see at the back, see how there is a knot? That means that it has been locked and the stitches won't undo itself.
Are you using a phone or
instead of doing a reverse, I did a lock stitch, which is the beauty of a computerized sewing machine.
What you need to do is...
That's all for today's video. I hope you liked our video and I hope you subscribe to our channel for more. Thank you for joining us. Hope you have a lovely day. Thank you.